Morning Stampers, I am Meg from LovenStamps and I am excited to share a project with you this morning. Surprise, surprise. I have my Santa hat to remind me. If you didn't see our holiday catalog, the July through December holiday catalog, July through December mini catalog, anyway, holiday catalog and celebration walkthrough last night, you might want to tune in. You can get that on the LovenStamps YouTube channel or LovenStamps Facebook page. And if you can see the background, you know I have cleaned up greatly since last night and hopefully we'll be able to find everything today. So lots of really great projects shared last night and lots of people gave great feedback and said they had a good time. So you'll want to check that out. So you're probably wondering what we're doing today on this Wednesday morning. Deborah, Sue, Paula, Joe Ellen, Tanya, Carol. We are going to, surprise, focus on the Penguin Place stamp set for this morning. And if there is a project that you saw yesterday during our holiday catalog tour that you really loved, you could leave a little comment so people can check those out. Sue says she has a stamping hangover, Sue. Anyway, so people can check out the projects that you guys loved. But the project for today is going to be Penguin Place because I am in love with this set. So it's a stamp set and a punch bundle. They come together and then there are papers that go along with it, which, look at me, finding the things behind me with no problem, match it in the celebration gift. So this is the Penguin Playmates paper. And that is a really great celebration selection. So you're gonna love getting that. And today's project really makes the most of it. I'm gonna show you how to do these cute little box. Actually, I'll just show it to you now. So this cute little box here, we're gonna do this acetate card box. I'm going to show you how to do the gift cards, how to add a gift card to them, even though they're not quite big enough. And I will, get you excited about these pieces. So the way they go together is just fabulous, which you guys know, you're Stampin' Up fans, that everything matches and goes together perfectly. So I'm gonna flip you guys down here and thank you, Tanya. I'm glad you like my top. I am, let's see, the fabric for the top, I sewed it and it actually came from like a box of, a mystery box, which was a lot of fun. So you never know what you're gonna get, right? From Bow Button Fabrics. If you're a sewist, then you will want to check them out. Little shout out to Bow Button. Okay, so like I said, Penguin Place, and the pieces even more exciting for this project are one of the card kit to go elements. So you'll get all the stuff packed together in a cello bag, and you'll get for 2 cards card kits to go if you place an order that's at least $50 in my online store during August. The details on that are on my website at LovenStamps.com, and you can check out kind of what supplies you might want to have ahead of time, knit together, stamp, so forth. But I'm going to show you how it works today. And if you place any size order in my online store during August, you'll get the tutorials for these cards. So. All right, let's start with the box and then I'll give you some tips on these and then some tips on the cards to go inside. So these acetate card boxes are 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 finished size. And when I get these, I find I always want to pinch all the folds to make sure that they're really folded exactly where I want them. They're really easy to assemble and they come, I can't remember how many in a package now. A bunch, 10 maybe. But they're super clean, super clear, and you can put food in them. So I'm pretty sure. I guess I should check that. Okay, well, we'll figure it out for sure. But you could certainly package your food in something and put it in here, or just put wrapped candies. Lots of fun treats fit in here. Now we also are going to need a strip. And for this strip, this cardstock or this DSP is going to be about 2 inches by 8.5 inches. I've found to be a really good measurement. And then from the package, I have another, you can see all these fun prints everywhere. I have another strip that's just about 1/2 inch, and we're gonna glue these together. So I'm gonna grab my multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm gonna put a strip of this at the bottom. And when you're stamping with grid paper, I love having it available to use, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this paper up here because that gives us the best effort at getting it straight. And then I'm going to pop this on at the edge. And now I can see that I'm still having these two elements be straight, which just makes you happy, especially when you're going to have to meet around the back side of the box. Let's see. Oh, Jenny's at the dentist this morning. Oh, say hi to your dentist for me, I guess. I hope they're enjoying too. And Jenny says she tried to watch last night. I know the catalog launch was at like 1:30 UK time. Sorry, Jenny. Good news, you can go back and see it today if you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this to attach now. And you can measure and score, but honestly, it just ends up a teeny bit off sometimes. And I think the easiest way to do this is to pick a spot, bend it around, and then just pull it away from the box and finish that fold so that it's really nice and crisp. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, get the placement by folding it around the box. And then this one, get the placement by folding around the box and then just give it a squeeze the rest of the way to crisp it out. And there. You just want to make sure that those paper corners are nice and crisp. You want them to look finished and so forth. So, all right, now we're going to make our belly band go this direction. If you put your belly band on this way, you can't open the box without taking it off. Oh, this way. It's square, you could. But I kind of want the belly band to just stay on the box and people can open and close easily. So lots of different adhesive choices for this. Mine is going to be Seal Plus, and I'm going to put a strip at both ends, and I'll show you why. So on the inside of both ends, and I'm going to line it up and stick the first one. Oop, I got adhesive over the edge. If you ever, can you guys see this? See where there's extra adhesive. If you ever do that, just fold it back under your paper. It's really not a big deal. It's one of the great things about working with Seal Plus. Okay, I'm going to pop that on there and go ahead and burnish it a little with my finger. And then I'm going to take the second side and I'm going to line it up. And you can see, since we got everything nice and straight, that lines up in the back. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, I did do it right. Okay. I often do this backwards. So I have this tendency to want to have this be the front because then you open the box. But if you make this where my seam is, I know you can't see it because it's so even, but if you make the seam on the side of the box where you tuck in, then this side here from the front is super clean. There's not like that extra little flap that shows through the acetate. So I've kind of started making this the front of the box, and then it just opens kind of like this. So we don't have that extra thing there. Okay. All right, so now we need to decorate this. We're gonna get some pieces in here. So also included in the recommended supply list for card kits to go is the tailor-made tag dies set, which we're gonna use a couple times, and I'll give you a couple tricks. This is like one of my workhorses for just all-purpose kinds of die cutting shapes. And so I use this tag here. And you can even go back, I didn't for this one, but you could even add the little tag reinforcers, which would be super sweet. I should. All right, but we got enough going on this morning. So I'm gonna bring in my Knit Together stamp, which matches those dies there. And okay, here is a tip for you. Instead of taking this out and putting it on a block, I am going to go ahead and ink my stamp right in the box. I know, crazy, right? So I don't actually need the whole thing inked because my tag's not very big. But when you have a stamp this big, you can either use the gigantic block or you can get away with this tip too. All right, I'm gonna put my piece on there, and then I'm actually going to take a piece of scrap paper. Here, I have some grid paper cut up for things like this. I'm gonna place this over here. Now, I'm gonna do that and make sure I don't move anything because I want to use a block to run back and forth, and there is a lot of space on the inked edges that I really don't want to get all over everything. Now, you'll notice I never took my hand off the piece while we were doing that. So the whole time that it's on there, I was holding the tag in place, which hopefully means There we go, that we have that really nice knit background texture. And I can go ahead and clean this later. But it has this really nice knit texture. And then all that ink that went on here is basically what you kept off your hands. So, all right. As an inky stamper, I appreciate all the tips for trying to be a little bit less messy. All right. Oh, and Jenny says no cavities. Woohoo! Congratulations. All right. So next, to decorate our tag, and I love the way the fresh freesia matches in the DSP here, and then our ink and our cardstock, all the things. This piece, I'll show you here, is cut out of one of the designer series papers. So here is this one. And you could use any of these critters for your project. In fact, since this is part of Card Kits to Go, you might get a fox or a polar bear or something fun on yours. But I'm going to show it here with a penguin. And the nice thing about that too is that all of the fox or all of the animals match the DSP. So it's a great choice no matter what. All right, and I am just giving a quick cut around the edge. Remember, don't turn your scissors, just turn your paper. So if you're right-handed, that means your right hand holds the scissors steady and your left hand is turning the paper, and vice versa if you're lefty. Okay, we have lefties at our house, so I feel for you guys. All right, so we have our penguin who is going to fit on there. Now, I wanted to give it a little bit more like oomph there for the front of our box, so I grabbed a little strip. This is a 1 by 2.5, I think, or nope, it's 1 by 3. Here, we have a box to measure on. And pop this on here. So I'm gonna make this perpendicular to the tag, and then I'm gonna pop our penguin up here just a little bit, and then he's gonna sit like this, and I'm gonna put a dimensional under him. We are going to tie a little bow here through the top, and this is, I talked about this last night, it's the ribbon from the Halloween suite, Cute Halloween, and I know, it's called Cute Halloween, I think. Yeah, it's not just my name for it, but it's called Cute Halloween, so it's on page 50 here. In the holiday catalog. And this black and white ribbon is perfect for lots of things. Definitely don't overlook that. Even if you're not a Halloween fan, it's really cute gingham. So, all right, then we want to add our greetings. So I'm gonna go ahead in here and stamp from our stamp set. I'm gonna do be cool, be chill, be merry. And you could put anything you want on the front of this. It just kind of depends on your purpose. So what would you use this box for? So for this box, you can fill it with the treat, little mini treat cards. Oh, I kind of missed on that. So let's see, I didn't get my Y stamped. There we go. You can fill it with the cards like we're gonna make today. You could give it as a little gift tag set. You could fill it with candy. You could fill it with one card and a lot of candy, lots of different choices for that. So however you want to give it, you're gonna go ahead and label it kind of that way. So I have my greeting. I'm gonna actually have this stick out here a little bit beyond. And then I felt like this needed just a teeny bit more like oomph to it. And my favorite oomph right now, my favorite extra bling is the bedazzling paper. Now, Stampin' Up said that they may have issues with some things selling out faster than others, and this is while supplies last. So if you love this disco ball paper, bedazzling, don't wait to pick this as your celebration item. So Margie says she's on the way to O'Hare. Oh, have a good visit with your son. And oh, Sue said fill it with snow cap candies. That would be so cute. What a great idea. So I have a little strip here. This 6x6 paper comes, I think, how many pages to a package? 8 pages. 8 pages will last you a pretty long time when you're using little strips like this. So what I'm gonna do to attach this is pop this on the back side, and I'll show you my tip for that. What I'm gonna do, it's just hard to work with little tiny strips sometimes. So I'm gonna actually use my multi-purpose liquid glue and pop this on the bottom edge, and then go ahead and attach it here. And also a spoiler alert, oh, there must be a chipmunk on our back porch. Pepper's very keen to go out and chase away. spoiler alert, on this paper, you can color it too with your inks. So I'll have more details on that in a future video. And then to go ahead and attach this, I would pop my Stampin' Dimensionals on the back so that they're covering both papers. So that's gonna kind of reinforce that edge there so that everything stays together exactly where I want it. And then this would go on the front of our box. So when we stick that together with the ribbon, it looks just like this. All right, and I think I'm going to have to go let Pepper out to chase the squirrels. So talk amongst yourself for 1 second. Oh, Carol said candy lumps of coal for bad, the naughty list. Well, hopefully nobody will be on the naughty list this year, but yep, you could certainly put all kinds of goodies in here. That's awesome. Okay, so now the cards. All right, so I promised you those cards are super simple. You're gonna love them because you put so much effort into your box. The cards are just gonna kind of make themselves, which basically means that they do make themselves. So these are pieces of cardstock cut 3 inches by 3 inches, or 3 inches by 6 inches, okay? And then these pieces of DSP are cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inches. So all I'm gonna do is go ahead and stick this down, and any of the patterns in the DSP package work. So there's some that have a little bit smaller animals on them, and they tend to fit this size card a little better. You wouldn't want just like, I don't know, a polar bear leg on your card. But these just go together really quickly. So then we need a greeting for them, and we're gonna, of course, stamp the insides of them. All right, I can't help myself. Okay, you don't need to see all of them. All right, then the insides of these are gonna be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 also from white cardstock. And for our greeting here, I'm gonna go with happy birthday. And so I have this little happy birthday from the Penguin set. And we're not actually stamping a ton of penguins today, but rest assured, I will show you how to stamp the penguins, and they are very sweet. You'll like them too. So I'm gonna stamp some happy birthdays kind of here along the edge. Oops, I have an inky finger. Remember my inky finger trick, if I get inky fingers, I just wipe them off on my chamois because that's like the ink magnet. Oh, and I have a note here that has our winner from our comment prize drawing last night. So, okay, don't let me forget to tell you guys who won. We'll have like a drum roll and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna take my happy birthday, and of course I've got 3 of them, and I'm gonna trim them kind of tight. Sorry, that might've been off camera. And then we're going to pop this on, but I kind of felt like it didn't stand out very well. Or I could put it up here, I think, maybe over here. But it didn't stand out super well. So we want to make this stand out. What better way to do that than to use a scrap of the coordinating paper? So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off, and then use sort of that same, you can use the same trick to put it up this way, or you could have your birthday tag up. So I'm gonna pop this on here with a dimensional. I have this habit of putting my dimensionals back in the drawer when I'm done with them. I guess it's good to clean up when you're done with stuff, right? But okay, so now I've used the dimensional, hold the background paper on there, and then I'm gonna pop the birthday tag on top. Okay, so there we go. So there we have the front of our very simple card that makes itself, like I said. I'll finish the other ones in a bit, but let me show you for the inside. I'm gonna take some of the little images here. There are lots of cute, tiny ones, and put them on one block. So when you're doing multiples of things, it makes sense to kind of figure out what's super efficient and quick. And so I'm going to do the present, because this is birthday thing. I'm gonna do the little heart, and I'm gonna do the little star. Okay, so we've got some elements on there. I'm gonna pop this back on. Are you guys loving having the paper or the printing inside your case so you can just stick everything down? I am a big fan. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my fresh freesia pad that we used on our knit, and all I'm gonna do is on the corner of these, I'm gonna stamp like this. And now I have 3 insides here ready to adhere in our cards. So pop one in, whoops, here. I know my open ink pad, sorry Tanya. Okay, there we go. So there's our finished birthday card. Of course, you would want to stamp something on your little envelopes. So I might do that there. And again, on the back, actually. So we have that kind of set there, and then you have your cards and your envelopes together. Now, I promised to tell you guys about gift cards. So here is a standard gift card size, and you'll notice that they are too wide. So if you want to use this, there's all kinds of ways that you can use these little cards and envelopes. These actually make great, if you give a gift bag, you can tuck these in the top with like an enclosure, like with florals. A lot of times they'll have that little thing. You can put this on your little floral thing, you know, those forks. What are those forky things called that the florist has? I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, whatever those forky things are called, this was the great size to stick in there, so there you'd have them handy. But if you want to use this for a gift card, here's my tip for you. Go ahead and close the envelope, okay? And so I've sealed it shut, and I want this to kind of come out the side now. So I'm gonna actually take my, well, usually I'd use my trimmer, but I'm just gonna use my scissors. We'll be wild and crazy. And I'm trimming off just like the teeniest of slivers from the edge. And then I want to have one of those little like circle cutouts. And so the easiest thing to do right now, since Stampin' Up doesn't have a circle punch at the moment, lots of circle dies and you could die cut it, but I'm just gonna use my heart because it's got that perfect round shape. And then we have a little element there on the side. And probably if I was actually I'm not gonna do it because I'm not giving this, or I'm not finishing it, but I would put a dimensional underneath here and then pop it down on the card so that it stays in there as part of the card. And then you can pop this in from the side and stick it like this. And then you have a really cute little package. Your gift card won't fall out because it's nicely snug in there. And of course you put that dimensional under the gift card, and then you have this little cute extra presentation for your box. So remember, lots of different ways to use these. You can, of course, you know, just use them as note cards or whatever kind of floats your boat there. But really a fun way to kind of make the most of the pieces and the paper, and you're gonna end up, especially if you're cutting out characters from this paper, you're gonna end up with a fair number of like little scrap edges. Save those scrap edges because they're so valuable. Like look at how much little tiny amount we use there. So I know you're like, oh my gosh, Meg, I can't save one more thing. But when you have your packages of designer series paper, just drop those scraps right back inside the paper. You know, then they're all there and ready to go when you want to use them. So, all right, let's see. Anything? Okay. We need a drum roll. So last night I said somebody who commented would get a free stamp set. And the winner of that challenge or that comment drawing is Kelly Sheridan. So thanks for your comments, Kelly, and I will be sure to get in touch with you about getting your free stamp set. So, all right, guys, have a super fabulous Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Thanks for everybody who came to watch the open house last night, or the virtual catalog kickoff. I am excited about Friday's project. So I'll tell you about it now. Sometimes I'm still working on Friday's project when today rolls around, but Friday's project, I almost showed it this morning too, because there were so many cute parallels. Cute is the little like clue in there. And so there's so many cute parallels. And I also showed something last night. I took it out of the package and I was like, how does this thing go together? So I want to give you some tips on how they go together, because these guys are fabulous. And you're going to find them very cute, I'm quite sure. And there are some significant tips on making sure that they work. Yeah, sorry, Jenny, you are gonna wish you ordered the boxes. That's how it works, right? We see stuff and we're like, ah! But cute is the keyword. So here's the sneak peek. Can you guys see that? It's cute Halloween. Okay, So I'll be back on Friday with one of those, and you'll be excited about that project too. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. If you're interested in information about the Designer Series paper share that I talked about a lot last night, including the specialty paper sneak peek, you'll want to check my website or check LovenStamps, Facebook, all those places. I have lots of information. If you can't find something, just always ask me. So, all right, guys, have a super fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Happy stamping!